when you started practice in Madras, you were with your father. So was it a kind of protected atmosphere being with your father's office rather than being with some other senior?
If at all I owe my present position to anybody, it's my father. Because he was very particular about my spending a lot of time studying law. I mean, to study the briefs. And he used to come down normally at 8:30 in the morning for starting his work. But then after I enrolled and joined him, he would come down at 7:30, hoping that I would be there, but he never found me there. Then he put me with the clerk to learn as to filings and everything else. And after that, I was quite lazy in the beginning, because I did not have a sense of responsibility. When he started arguing a very heavy case, he would ask me to sit by his side and take notes. But the moment he started addressing the court and was concentrating on the judge, I would get up and slip away. And then in the evening when we traveled in the car, he would ask me, "What happened to you?" Then I would just smile, that's all. But then I think he did something which was very clever. He called in a client from Kerala, Malabar, and those characters know exactly what is there in their case. They know the law, they know the judgments and so on. And they come with a big bundle of half-folded foolscap papers. And he called the client in, he called me, and he said, "This is my son. He will look after your case." And he asked both of us to go out and sit in the juniors part of the office. And then I was at sea. I did not know what to do. And therefore I told him, "You leave it here, I will go through the entire papers." And the moment he left, I cornered the senior most junior and told him, "Look, you have to tell me what to do with this brief." And therefore that man, of course, his boss's son. Therefore, and all of them were very nice persons, extremely nice persons. Where he would sit with me and take me through the entire thing, ask me to make notes, and he would teach me. I had my real chance when an ex-servicemen's cooperative motor transport society, which had just been formed, had a case, a grant of a motor vehicle permit, which is a very, very valuable asset at that time, which the collector had to award after hearing all the applicants, who would be 20-30 of them.
What kind of permit is this, sir? Sorry.
This is a route permit,
right?
Say from Madras to Chingalpet.
Right.
Very valuable route.
Okay.
Now, they came to my father to a...
Tourist buses?
No. These are stage carriages.
Okay.
Stage carriages is normal stage carriages, right, which stops continuously. Now, but however, at that time, any permit of this nature would get the permit holder about 500 to 600 rupees a day. And remember, in 1955, 600 rupees was a big amount per day. Our fees would be 200, 250 rupees. Therefore, they believed that my father would appear before a collector of the district, which showed that they were wholly ignorant because they had just been brought into existence as a cooperative society. Therefore, my father naturally wanted his son to come up in the profession. Therefore, he called me and he told them, "If you want, he will appear." Therefore, I again sat with the other juniors who taught me motor vehicles law, told me as to how to argue the case and so on. And I went before the collector. And there were 3 permits which were being granted, and my clients got one of them, and my name soared. Next meeting was about a month later. I got a second permit. Now, nobody knew the real secret. The government of Madras at that time was interested in promoting cooperative ventures. And they had issued secret circulars to the collector to say that give as many permits as possible to the cooperative society. Therefore, 5 was a maximum, and while appearing for them, I got them as many as 5 permits After that, people believed that I must be a brilliant lawyer. Therefore, I built up a very good motor vehicle practice, which took me to the regional transport authorities in various districts. My good friend G. Ramaswamy, who later on became Attorney General of India, VP Raman, who was the Additional Solicitor General of India during the emergency. All of us used to get into the train together, and G. Ramaswamy would provide the food and everything else, and we would go to various collectors, and the meetings should be arranged so that you finish Salem, then the next one will be Madurai the next day. Therefore, we used to commute. Now, these cases required a certain amount of technical expertise. Therefore, normal other lawyers who were not in the group could not possibly handle those cases. For their clients used to insist that we should appear before the appellate tribunal, a district judge, High Court, and Supreme Court. Therefore, my cases were being reported, where in the beginning I was instructing senior counsel in the Supreme Court, and later I was appearing by myself till, say, in the 60s, 70s, and so on. For that gave me a tremendous fillip, because no other source of clientele could give you this consistent number of cases day after day, I mean month after month, day after day, and so on. And this gave you a wide exposure, because motor vehicle cases were responsible for the courts laying down constitutional law principles, administrative law principles, and so on. If you look at the reports, you will find that.
So your entry into this constitutional realm is primarily through motor vehicles. That's how it started off.
I would believe so. And it gave you a lot of experience standing on your feet and arguing, addressing cases. And before the appellate tribunal and the regional transport authorities, we used to fight like Kilkenny cats.